Howdy everyone. Okay, before I get started on this, I want to address my absence the entire month of October. Apart from working on this animation, I did have a part-time job and some tests that I had to do for school, so slowed down production a lot. Anyway, back to the making of the Halloween special, posted in 2022. Okay, the video is basically just me going through how I made it, my thought process, and stuff that I wanted to keep from the 2022 version. Alright, opening scene. The first version only introduced Circle and Tiny. I wanted to include everyone that was part of episode 1 of Super Shape Show into the 2025 version. For the costumes in 2022 version, I actually liked how they were, but I also think 2025 versions fit better with how people dress up now. Like, come on, have you seen the absurd costumes? I'll quickly go over the costume differences between 2022 and 2025. Instead of a pumpkin, Tiny is now a cannonball. Instead of party hat, Triangle is a vampire. Instead of a robber, actually, I did keep Square as a robber. I even said it in the episode. I might just put on the one I had a few years ago. I don't feel like trying this year. I do have to say, I completely forgot about Rectangle Circlehead 3 years ago, so it wasn't hard to come up with quote-unquote original designs. As Rectangle was just a brick and Circlehead was going to dress up as a character I haven't really shown on the channel, but is one of my favorite OCs. Also, in the 2025 version, the scene of Circle's realization was turned into more of a panicked one than it was just a joke in the 2022 version. Oh, hey, speaking of forgetting Circlehead, I almost forgot him again! It was only up till this part of the script where I was like, I forgot about Circlehead. So I just made them enter late and had them rush out of frame, like, immediately. Since there are only 2 characters talking to each other in the 2022 version, there wasn't all the exposition, because, like, what do you want me to do? Give them in-depth lore at the time? So after the realization scene, Circle tells both Tiny and Square to look out for the other guests.
Didn't you forget like a couple years ago?
Is that why he wore a bedsheet? In both versions, the door is opened by someone from inside, then greeted by people outside. In the 2022 version, it was originally Square and Triangle at the door, but since I have more characters now, I said, why not add them? So, Oval dressed up as Mirror, Rhombus as a gnome, Legs as one of those signal tower things, and Star as a cloud of gas. I'll go over this quickly, because I want to make another video like this with the new and old versions of episode 2. But the reason why Star is a gas cloud was because her character was going to originally be a cloud of gas before I changed it to a star to keep it with the theme of shapes going. In fact, a lot of the cast was going to be different people. Oval was going to be a half circle, Rhombus was going to be a slope, and Legs, well, I actually kept Legs since I like the contrast between her and Tiny. All of their costumes were going to resemble their old designs, but I felt like it was pushing it a bit. As for Legs, they were originally going to be a top hat cat, and Circlehead was going to dress up as Lollipop from BFB, but to be honest, I'm glad I changed it when I did. Anyway, in the shot after this, in either versions, Tiny comes up to talk about gas prices. That was the only thing I can think of back in 2022, and I wanted to reference it in 2025 version. In the 2025 version, I had more dialogue to when they first opened the door, and an extra scene where Circlehead comes down to reveal their costume. The behind the door scene was actually going to be 8 seconds longer, with some extra dialogue from Tiny and Square. I got the lines, I'll share them to you guys.
Trust me, guys. I just have to talk to them about gas prices for a little bit. That'll distract them. I don't think they'll be distracted by gas prices. Well, it worked on you and Triangle. Haven't they gone down a bit?
It was removed for 2 reasons. One, I thought it'd be better to just have that one line from Tiny when they first opened the door as a callback, and also just shave off 8 seconds so I could finish the animation by Halloween. After that scene, Circle comes down to show off their costume. In 2025 version, there's a longer pause for comedic effect and some dialogue for Square. After that scene, however, comes the closing scene. It took so much longer to add so many limbs, but I'd say both versions turned out pretty well. And well, yeah, that's basically both versions summed up in one. Anyway, see you all later.